Hi there, welcome to today's second episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is a story about Imane Khelif, the boxer, taking J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk to court in a cyberbullying lawsuit. Nonetheless, okay? This is Imane Khelif, who won the women's boxing gold medal at the Paris Olympics just last week. And Imane is upset by some things that have been said online and how it has been bullied by some people online. So the story was brought out first by Variety magazine online. They had the exclusive, and it's been followed up by excuse me, a few outlets since. So I'll use them to resource it, and I'll give my opinion at the end or halfway through the story if anything gives me the tickles, right? So the headline is J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk named in cyberbullying lawsuit filed by Algerian boxer Imane Khelif after Olympics win. Yep, so where are we? Update. J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk have both been named in a criminal complaint filed at French authorities over alleged acts of aggravated cyber harassment against Algerian boxer and newly crowned Olympic champion Imane Khelif. Nabil Boudi, the Paris-based attorney of Khelif, confirmed to Variety that both figures were mentioned in the body of the complaint posted to the Anti-Online Hatred Centre of the Paris Prosecutor's office on Friday. In the statement sent to Variety, the Paris Prosecutor's office confirmed it received the complaint filed by Khelif and announced that an investigation has been launched. On August 13, the National Centre for the Fight Against Online Hatred contacted the OCLCH, which is the Central Office for the Fight Against Crimes Against Humanity and Hate Crimes, got a big title, to conduct an investigation into the counts of cyber harassment due to gender, public insult because of gender, and public incitement to discrimination and public insult because of origin. That's quite a big one. The lawsuit was filed against X, which under French law means it was filed against unknown persons. That ensures that the prosecution has all the latitude to be able to investigate against all people, including those who may have written hateful messages under pseudonyms, said Boudi. The complaint nevertheless mentions famously controversial figures. J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk are named in the lawsuit amongst others, he said, adding that Donald Trump would be part of the investigation. Trump tweeted, so whether or not he is named in our lawsuit, he will inevitably be looked at as part of the prosecution. Now, the one thing I need to pay a bit of umbrage towards is the complaint nevertheless mentions famously controversial figures. This is the thing that's wrong with society. See, if you say that's a man and that's a woman, in society, that's now deemed controversial. That shows you how bonkers society has become. That stating scientific fact is now controversial. However, I digress. Khelif, who won on Saturday the Olympic gold medal in the women's 60-kilogram boxing competition, spent much of the 2024 Olympics in Paris at the centre of a noisy and unpleasant dispute over her gender eligibility that reverberated around the world. Despite being born female and not identifying as transgender or intersex, and being backed by the International Olympic Committee, who asserted scientifically this is not a man fighting a woman, Khelif faced a torrent of accusations and abuse over her gender. Most of the attacks came via social media, particularly on X, and the controversy was escalated when high-profile figures stepped into the fray. In one message to her 14 million followers, Rowling posted a picture of Khelif's fight with Italian boxer Angela Carini, accusing the former of being a man who was enjoying the distress of women he's just punched in the head. Musk, meanwhile, shared a post from swimmer Riley Gaines that claimed men don't belong in women's sport. The ex-owner co-signed the message by writing, absolutely. So what's that got to do with the boxer? Anyway, Trump posted a message with a picture of the fight with Karina, accompanied by the message, I'll keep men out of women's sports. Boudi said that although the complaint mentions names, we were asking is that the prosecution investigates not only these people, but whoever it feels necessary. If the case goes to court, they will stand trial. Boudi also claimed that while the lawsuit was filed in France, it could target personalities overseas, pointing out that the Prosecutor's Office for Combating Online Hate Speech has the possibility to make requests for mutual legal assistance with other countries. He added that there were agreements with the US equivalent in France for combating hate online. Logan Paul was also among those attacked by Khelif on his social media, posting on an X following her win against Carini. This is the purest form of evil unfolding right before our eyes, crushing her. Wait a minute. A man was allowed to beat up a woman on a global stage, crushing her live stream while fighting for her deceased father. This delusion must end. Paul later deleted the post and admitted that he might be guilty of spreading misinformation. But Boudi, such apologies, including those that Khelif has received personally from prominent figures who tweeted derogatory comments, wouldn't change anything regarding the investigation. This lawsuit is filed and facts remain. Wow. Is there much more of this? Yeah, there's a fair bit more. As for X, Boudi said the complaint is aimed at the authors of social media posts and not the platform themselves. It's the responsibility of the lawmakers to issue sanctions to platforms, not ours. He said, but he did note that cyber harassment cases were now being taken much more seriously by judicial authorities and that, in some cases, these are prison sentences. Khelif's coach Pedro Diaz told Variety that the bullying endured during her run in the Olympics incredibly affected her and everyone around her. The first time she fought in the Olympics, there was this crazy storm outside the ring, said Diaz, who runs a Miami-based Mundo boxing gym and started training Khelif in February 2023. I had never seen anything so disgusting in my life, added the coach, who has participated in the training of 21 Olympic champions prior to the Algerian boxer. Diaz said he asked Khelif to refrain from looking at social media so he wouldn't lose focus on winning the gold medal. She's so smart and has such an amazing motivation, he said, adding that her gold medal felt like the most rewarding victory of my career as a coach. Khelif's complaint for online harassment is actually one of several filed with investigations launched during the Olympics. Prosecutors are also investigating a complaint filed by Thomas Jolly, the artistic director of the opening and closing ceremonies, who said he was the target of threatening messages and insults, and others from DJ Barbara Butch and celebrated drag queen Nikki Doll. Butch claimed she had received online harassment, death threats and insults following the opening ceremony. That's bloody terrible, isn't it? So, what do I read into this? Well, I think we also need to take into account, and there's been no mention of it whatsoever in Variety's post there, but this boxer was banned from competing in the Women's World Championships by boxing's authority because the boxer failed their gender tests. So this boxer wasn't allowed, well, would have been allowed, could have competed in the men's section, but wasn't allowed to compete in the women's section because the boxing authority, international authority, put some tests out and this boxer failed them. So they say she's not a woman, or should have been able to fight in the women's boxing category, the World Championships. So that would suggest to me that it would be quite difficult for this boxer to become a professional boxer and make money out of boxing, unless this boxer wanted to go into the male category of professional boxing. Good or bad boxer, I doubt that would win many fights. So, maybe it doesn't need to make a living out of boxing, because this will be a byproduct of boxing, I suppose, if any of these lawsuits are filed and are successful. But I think it's very easy to understand from what's went on with the International Boxing Authority banning Imane Khelif from fighting as a woman, I think it's very easy to suggest that no, Imane will not be entering the ring as a professional male boxer, which is normal when you win an Olympic gold medal. So, there we go. All these people, I can imagine J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk being like, oh no, that's two folk in a week. Well, for Elon, no, that's that Imane the boxer and that boy Hamza Yousaf in Scotland threatening to take me to court. Crack on is probably what both of them are saying. Both of them very wealthy people. And then to drag Trump into it as well, that's bizarre, right? It's going to be, we got to do box them to death. That would be fun. Why not get a boxing match? J.K. Rowling versus Imane. Or, to make it a bit fairer, Elon Musk versus Imane. Right? That would be funny. That would be good. And then winner takes all. Stick £1 million in the middle of the ring, and whoever wins gets to keep it. Elon Musk, like that. And you could maybe tag team them, right? You could maybe tag team Musk and Trump versus Imane Khelif and Hamza Yousaf. That'd be some purse, wouldn't it? You would get some receipts for that. That'd do well on HBO. Everybody'd pay 20 quid easy to watch that, wouldn't they? So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, hit the subscribe button and notifications, please. Put some messages and get some chat in the boxes below. But most importantly of all, unless you're the type of person that thinks men should be in women's sports, see everybody else in the world. Have a great day. Cheery bye now.